Have you ever wondered what would happen if Gojo entered One Piece universe? Will he become a pirate or will he join the Marines? And can anyone even bypass his infinity? This video, we will assume that he entered the verse during Roger's execution because that is point from where everything started. So by listening to the speech of Roger, he would think of finding the One Piece. Since he can fly by manipulating space with his infinity, he will continue his journey quite easily. And I don't think he would face any problem until the government finds out that he can be a great threat, as he can acquire knowledge about the Void Century. The 6 eyes provide massive brain processing power. This suggests he could theoretically study a language's rules and vocabulary at an accelerated rate. So he would learn to read poneglyphs, but I don't think he would go that far for learning about it. I think he would reach Rayleigh and Sabaody and learn about the dirty secrets of the world government. Then he would learn to use all type of hakis from Rayleigh, and he will learn them in no time, as he has 6 eyes observation haki would be a piece of cake. And ornament haki, Rayleigh will help him master it. And lastly, conqueror's haki. Depends on the willpower of the user. And if you know Gojo, he has willpower you can't even measure. I mean, you can't measure willpower in general, but I think you understood. In this scenario, he would immediately be considered the Yonko level, as his powers make him much more powerful than 99% of characters in One Piece. Just think about it. No one can even touch him due to his infinity, because infinity creates infinite space between Gojo and other objects. And the objects become so slow when it comes close to Gojo. So does that mean he is unkillable in this world? So the answer is a big no. But then you might ask, how can he be killed if no one can even touch him? So let me explain how the broken power of infinity be bypassed. Most physical attacks, bullets, and Logia projectiles, fire, ice, magma, would stop at his infinity, never reaching him. For bypassing infinity, one must have advanced armament haki, as it allows the user to emit the haki attack without physical contact. And if mastered to its full potential, it reaches to an advanced form that is internal destruction, and it flows the haki inside the target and destroys them from inside. But this is not the only method to defeat him, as Law could potentially swap Gojo or cut through space within his room, ignoring the distance infinity creates. And Gear 5 Luffy could potentially grab and interact with Gojo's infinity as if it were a physical object, turning space into rubber. I think that is enough to know that Gojo can have a hard time in this world. But again, we are in a timeline where Law and Luffy did not exist, so there are limited ways of defeating him, but it's not impossible. After gaining haki mastery, he will just straight up attack on the world government, as he thinks he is the honored one and can defeat 20-finger Sukuna. After his attack, all 3 admirals would attack him, but no one would be able to hurt him at all. Maybe Kizaru has a slight chance, but with his reversal technique, he will heal minimal wounds easily. After defeating all the admirals, he will get highest bounty in One Piece history. Gojo will try to take immediate actions and force Vegapunk to analyze him, but Gojo would not give much time for that and attack on Gojo and Marijoa. He will start a 1 versus 6 fight against the 5 Gojo and Aimu. Gojo's hollow purple acts as existence erasure, destroying matter on contact. Combined with advanced armament haki, internal destruction, Gojo could bypass the extreme durability of the 5 elders and strike their internal organs directly. The elders are formidable, possessing mythical zone forms and extreme regeneration. However, Gojo's infinite void, domain expansion, would likely paralyze them by flooding their minds with infinite information. Even with their regeneration, they cannot fight if their brains are incapacitated. Imu is the greatest challenge. Based on recent developments in One Piece, Imu's ability is strongly indicated to be a mythical Zoan type Hito Hito no Mi model demon, or similar devil fruit. This power allows Imu to transform into a winged demon-like entity, grant immortality, control yokai-like monsters, and create devil's contracts to boost the 5 elders, potentially including power nullification or teleportation that could disrupt Gojo's techniques. This fight would likely be a battle of Conqueror's haki output, where Imu's centuries of refinement and Gojo would end up becoming a Kit Kat again this time.